this is Noreen from Joya Cards, and today we're going to be making this pretty card from Last a Lifetime. So we're going to be using the big flower here. Inside we're going to be using Sending My Love, the large heart, and the small flower. We're going to be using the die that coordinates with this stamp set, and we're going to be using the big flower, and also we're going to be using the outside piece here, which will be lots of fun. I'll show you how to do that. And then for the forever in the sentiment on the front, we're going to be using this die Forever from Sweet Silhouettes. So this will be fun. So let's get started. We're going to take a basic black folded and scored at 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then let's do the inside first because it's pretty simple. I went ahead and snailed together the Real Red and the Whisper White. The Whisper White is 5 by 3.75, and the Real Red is 5 1/4 by 4, and we're just going to go ahead and snail that on. And then I want to take my Stampin' Pad, and I'm going to do the sentiment first in Memento, and we're going to take the sentiment from the Last a Lifetime stamp set, and we'll just put it right there. Lift straight up. That's awesome. And then I'm going to take from Real Red, I'm going to grab the large heart from that stamp set and put it right here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the small rose from the same stamp set, and I'm going to do Memento and put it in the corner here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use some blending pens and color that flower real quick. And I'm going to be using light and dark Real Red and light and dark Old Olive. So I'm going to color that in, and I'll be right back. And it's all colored in, so that's the inside of the card. Now the front side of the card, I did a little trick. So the first thing you're going to take is your card base again, and you're going to get a piece of Real Red, and you're going to cut this 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and go ahead and snail that down and put it right in the middle as much as you can. Okay. And now you're ready for the shimmer white on top. Now I am using shimmer white because we got a lot of shimmer in this sign here. So the shimmer white is going to be 5 1/4 by 4, which is just a little larger than that red. So we want it to back up in the red, but we don't want it to poke out. So you're going to be taking this die piece from Lasting Elegance, and you're going to take some tape of some kind. That's just painter's tape, and line it up to the edge as much as you can, and make sure you tape that down because you don't want it to move around in your die cutting machine, and then run it through. Once it's been cut once, you can take that die and turn it around, figure out how far you want it to go to the edge here, and then find the groove from the previous cut, because you can feel it, and get it in that groove and tape it down again, and what you're going to get is this. So that's kind of a neat, nifty little trick. So we've got this piece. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that when I cut this middle part, I have enough room for both of these pieces. So the red Real Red paper for the sentiment, which is up on dimensionals here, this is cut 1 by 3. So I've got the Real Red cut 1 by 3, and we're just going to lay it here just to give us a frame of reference on where I want to put everything. And then you want to take a piece of Real Red ribbon and cut it about 7 inches, and just put it right here for now to see where you want to line everything up. Then you're going to take the die that coordinates with the Lasting Lifetime stamp set, and you want to line it up here in the middle. So put that ribbon right where it's supposed to be, about right there, and then take this die and put it where you think you want it. So right about there in the middle, and then we're going to tape it down. So line everything up again here, give it a quick look, maybe even given another piece of tape. So I'm going to go cut this right here in the middle, and I'll be right back. We cut the middle piece out of there. Now I could have stamped on here and then cut it, and that could have saved a piece of paper, but I just didn't want to do that. So on a separate piece of shimmer white paper, grab your Stampin' pad and grab the stamp from the set, which is this one right here. Get out your memento and go ahead and stamp it out. Give it a good amount of ink. And make sure you have your Stampin' pad here, because that's the best way, even though this was one of those orange stamps and you shouldn't have to need the Stampin' pad. I actually like using it because I think you just get better contact with your paper. So, and then we're going to take our blending pens again, the same colors, the light and dark real red, light and dark old olive. And then I also grabbed a dark pineapple punch to put in the middle here. And I'm going to color this, and then I'm going to cut it again. So I'm going to color it. I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to tape it down again and die cut it, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and I die cutted my flower here, and you notice I put a bunch of washi tape on there so it wouldn't move, and this is what I've got. So let's go over to our card here, and before we do anything else, let's put down the ribbon and the sentiment. So on the ribbon, you've already cut your ribbon, so I'm going to go ahead and thread it through the openings here. I'm going to take a little piece of tape and I'm going to nail it there and put it where I want it. Okay, then nail the back. Okay, and then we're going to take a piece of our basic black ribbon and make a bow. So I'm not the best at bows, so I just do bunny ear, cross it over and under, and then you have to take a few minutes to just sit there and kind of fiddle with it and make it really pretty like I did on that one. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So once you've got your bow all perfected, take your pick tool and grab a couple of glue dots off here and put one like right in the middle there. Take another one and put it on the back of your bow as well and line it up, and boom, there's the bow. So now what we need to do is we need to make the sentiment. So we're going to grab our silicone pad here, and we're going to take a piece of real red, and this is going to be cut 1 inch by 3 inch, and then we're going to take our Wink of Stella, the clear Wink of Stella that Stampin' Up! Sells, and we're going to paint the whole thing. So just make sure you shake it up real good and just start painting it and do the whole thing. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Now I've cut out that forever in the black foil. I'm going to take my fine tip glue and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the reservoir where the die hit, and I'm going to glue that and we'll put it on. To get that glue all the way on, you want to take some tweezers and just take it and find the middle here. There's the middle, and give it a nice little push, and then turn it over, and we're going to take some dimensionals and we're going to affix it to the card. So we'll take some of the big ones. We'll put that, and that. And let's go ahead and we're going to put it on the card first because it's just easier to do this part when it's not affixed to the card than if it was affixed to the card. All right, so we got that part here. Now we want to drop our flower right in the middle of that spot. So what we need to do is just kind of line this up where we want it and take our flower and snail it up. Okay, so make sure it's in the right spot first. right over the red, so the red will poke out in all the little holes. And then you're going to line this up in here, hold this down, and boom. All right, so the last step is we're going to be taking some foam adhesive strips, and they look like this, and we're going to take out these and put them on the edges inside the cut, so not on the outside. And you cut it a little bit too long, just take a piece of scissors and do that. Okay, I'm going to do that to all 4 sides, and I'll be right back. So now I've got the foam strips on there. Actually, there is one thing I want to do before I put it on. I want to edge the outside of this opening here. It just kind of gives it a better look. Now I want to very, very lightly give it a black edge. Don't hold the pen on the paper too long, because this paper will soak it all in and it'll spread out. So like barely touching it, take the outside of the tip and rub it against there. So I'm going to do that all the way around, and I'll be right back. Took the marker, I went all the way around on the opening here, and now you need to line it up. I'm going to stick my head in the camera for just a second, so sorry about that. And then you're going to line it up, and then just kind of make sure that it's all contacting there, and that's it. That's the card. Now I am giving away the demo card, so if you like this, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put in the comments your email address. Email. I can't talk to you unless you put your email in there. Put in your email address, and if you're the first one, I'll mail you the demo card. So that's it. Thanks. Bye.